Hello everyone and welcome back to Vanguard versus. Today we have Dauntless DOTE going up against Revengers. This particular build of Revengers, I think Revengers is it's new to the scene with their trial deck and their release in set 12 not too long ago. I believe this particular build has two copies of the Forerunner. The Forerunner for Revengers allows you to counterblast 1 to get a Blaster Dark Revenger if you have a grade 3 Vanguard. So I don't remember most of the cards, even though I've played Revengers quite a bit. I just need to get familiarized with their names and whatnot. So as you can see here, a couple turns have passed. Lizard Soldier Conroe's effect just went off. Went to get ammo to put behind the Holm. And after that, it should be able to attack as I try and bring up these list of cards. Dauntless DOTE, actually Dauntless Drive Dragon. Dauntless DOTE is the name of the deck for the drive check. And a trigger, I believe that is a critical trigger, if I'm not mistaken. So Blaster Dark Revenger now being ridden and swinging in. It looks like, I think this is 14,000. So I believe that I guard here for 20,000 just so that he won't be able to get through. Again, mitigating damage early in the game is actually kind of key, just so that your opponent's grade 3 boss won't do as much damage to you. So here we go, riding Dauntless. And anything else here? Karisei goes onto the field for a cycle. And then putting the Holm right in front of it. So this is going to be 17,000. And another Dauntless for a dry check and another Nahalm. Aramil's effect, ditching that extra Dauntless for another card. Can't really see what that was. I think that was Bari. So 17,000 to Blaster Dark. He will guard with the critical trigger. So 0. Looking to ride grade 3. It looks like it's Raging Form. Doesn't look like he has Mordred Phantom in there. And let's see what he does next. See, the Revengers, they make good use of Blaster Dark Revenger, as we see a heal trigger from that. They also have a grade 1 unit that goes really well with Blaster Dark. It was like Barrier Troop Revenger Dorant, I see. Whenever a Blaster Dark Revenger is placed on a Vanguard or Rearguard in the same column as that, you get to unflip the damage. And with Blaster Dark needing Counterblast 2 to get rid of the Rearguard unit in the front row, it's just basically a cost of 1. So overall, that's pretty good. And drive check here for Dauntless, a critical trigger. The crit going to Dauntless and the power going to Nahalm. Hesitated for a bit, since, you know, he's probably going to go to 4 damage this turn anyway if I attack with both of them. So I'll go ahead and do that for 22? Yeah, I believe that's right. So now he's at 4 damage. Raging Form's Limit Break is now active, although I don't believe that he has a Raging Form in hand just yet. So for now, he's just going to lay down a couple of Dorants, and I believe he's going to use Cloudus's skill here. So he's going to search out Blaster Dark, going to use his Counterblast effect, get rid of Nahalm. And you see here that he's unflipping 2 damage, and of course I told you that Dorant's effect only activates when he is placed in the same column, so he should have only flipped back 1 damage. And you can see in the on the top of the screen that I have the correct amount of damage placed right there. So let's see what else that 0 will do. Mordred Phantom going in the rearguard circle, and I don't recall what that unit is. I think that... No, can't remember what that unit is called, but it is a great one. So, I believe this is going for 18,000 to Dauntless. As I try and look up this card. I believe that grade 1 behind Raging Form is in the trial deck. And anyway, as I guard for 15,000. So critical trigger off the top. Let's see where he puts this. It's going to give both effects to Mordred Phantom and a second critical trigger. So splitting the effects, splitting both triggers across both rear guards. And so he's going to be attacking with Mordred Phantom for 23, I believe. And it looks like I might take this one, just in case of a trigger activating. And it does, critical trigger, so Dauntless is now at 16,000, and this one is hitting for 21. So a simple 10k shield would do the trick. So, and here's the draw. So now I am at limit break, so here comes the end. So plus 10,000, plus an effect where you ditch 3 cards to restand him, regardless if the attack hit or not. Carousel going into the rear guard, ditching Bar, and I didn't quite catch what was drawn there. So Nahalem and Berserk Dragon, no effect from that, because I did have an extra DOTE in hand. So just in case if I do need to use that, you know, it's there. So you attack the Blaster Dark just so that he cannot intercept. And now DOTE is going in for 27. Doesn't guard this one, so this attack will hit as another DOTE will go into hand. Draw trigger for 0. And I decide to activate Dauntless, or no, not Dauntless's effect, the End's effect. Mainly because just to keep that card advantage in hand, and I knew that he had a perfect guard in hand, so it's best to ditch just that one grade 3 other than just 3 cards and then having it do nothing. And I can't even use the End's effect anyway. So this attack 16,000. The power did go to Zero's Vanguard, so I decided to try and hit the rear guard, but he ended up guarding that anyway. So now Zero gets to draw. And let's see here. And he's just going to go straight to the attack. It's like 18,000. And let's see how much I can guard with. I know I have at least one perfect guard in hand. I see it. So it looks like this is going to be a 2 to pass. Mac Lear and another Blaster Dark for the drive checks. And now another 18,000. And I'm taking this one. Heal trigger, but I don't heal this time. So both of us at 5 damage. And looks like the field is all set for me, so I'm just going to go straight to attacking. 18,000. Of course, to the Vanguard. And let's see what Zero has to do with this. Thinking about it for a minute. You know, plus the reason of taking that 5th damage is also just in case the End's effect does hit. As a draw trigger activates, then power going to Berserk. So next a 17k attack coming in, and then another 22. Actually, this is 21. My bad. And 15k shield covering that up. So now let's see what Zero has. Looks like he has Blaster Dark, but I don't think he's using it. Unless I'm mistaken. So this is 18k. Ended up using Bar for that. Critical trigger. Both effects going to Mordred Phantom. And it looks like Dorrant, if I'm not mistaken. Or it could be Cloudus. So 15k shield blocking Mordred's attack. And this is a good back and forth kind of game with, you know, not many triggers happening during these attacks. Mostly just like draw triggers, and you know, it's only one trigger at most, just so, because we have plenty of cards in hand. So basically, one of us is going to have to run out of cards, yeah, of course. So for 0 blocking all of those attacks, and still on the attack, not using any rear guards. So a heal trigger. He went for it and put the power to the Vanguard, but ended up falling short there. So this is just 18,000 for Mordred Phantom, and I believe just a 10,000. Yep. Used a Hallam and I believe a Berserk Dragon. Don't know what was underneath that. So Burning Horn Dragon goes to rear guard and back to the old grind, 18,000. Blocking with 15k guard. Another draw trigger off the top, going to Berserk Dragon. And now this is going to be an attack for 19,000 to Vanguard. And that can easily be blocked with a 10k shield. 21,000 is going to take that Masquerade off the top for damage. And now Blaster Dart comes in. Counter Blast 2. And he was only supposed to Counter Blast 1, but again, the correct damage is being shown on the screen. So he should have 2 face down. And I didn't realize what he was doing until the next game that we played after this one, which wasn't recorded, by the way. But I went ahead and reminded him of that, so he should be good for next time. As Blaster Dart comes into attack, easily guarded by the heal trigger, and now 18,000 coming into Vanguard. And I think about this for a moment because I did have a couple of Baris in hand. So just in case if he did manage to hit Raging Form with his drive checks, I should be prepared for that. So here we go, Masquerade for the first, and Raging Form for the second drive check. So here we go, sacrificing 3 of his rear guards for another Raging Form, 21,000 in there, but I'm prepared against that. Mac Lear and Masquerade for the drive checks. So there's a couple Masquerades and a Mac Lear. I don't know if there's 2 of them. Should be 1, I think. But going in for 18,000, intercepting with Berserk Dragon and Gojo, just to save that Burning Horn in hand. And luckily I did manage to draw Dauntless Drive. So with a full field, I'm going in for 18k. And if I don't get it through this turn, I might have been done for. So just checking triggers to see how many is left in the deck, because there isn't many cards left in my deck. So I figured that there was a good chance that I might hit a double trigger, but first check being Berserk Dragon doesn't do it much for me. So draw trigger off the top. We'll put the power onto Burning Horn. So 24,000 on Burning Horn's Calm and 18,000 on Dauntless Drive's Calm. So we'll be swinging with Dauntless Drive first to Raging Form. 0 almost went into guard, asking how much that column is, and it seems like he doesn't have enough to guard even with the perfect guard in hand. So there's the 6 damage, and that should be it. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe, as we'll try and do this at least twice a week, if not more. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.